When I was about 14, I got sent away one summer to a language school to learn French. It was in my country, it wasn't in France. It was just, one of those things where everybody inside the gates is speaking French all the time. And that's what it was. It was great. It was a real good experience. It was like total immersion in the language. And that's the best way to learn any language, is totally immerse yourself in it. So it was at the other side of the country to where I lived. My parents dropped me off there. I didn't see them for another 3 weeks, maybe a month. I'm not sure how long it was. And it was great. The weather was good that year. It sure was. There was no rain or anything. So it was a lot of outdoor playing games, singing songs, dancing, discos, all the kind of stuff that 14-year-olds like to do. The course director, I remember his words to me one day. He said to me, "Faire un effort," which means make an effort. And I got it then when he said that to me. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm slipping up. Je dois parler français tout le temps, ça c'est bien, monsieur. So I then spoke French from there afterwards. I had a romance when I was there. This girl, Jane, of course, was her name. And Jane was this beautiful, gorgeous girl that I met there for the first time. And yeah, we liked each other and we had a romance. Nothing heavy, nothing serious, just lots of kissing and stuff, holding hands, hanging out together. And now, looking back, all these years later, some of my friends know Jane, and they have indeed seen her around the place. I've never seen her around. I did send her an email many years ago to say hi, and she replied saying hi, and that was about it. But that was a really great summer. And I did so good and had so much fun, and I got so involved with the course. I really participated, that's the word, participation. I participated in everything, even though I don't like sports and stuff, but I participated in everything. And it seemed that they liked me, the course directors, those people. And so the following year I was invited back to work as an assistant at the course. That's a different story. The course was really good. I met a few guys that I would meet later on in different schools that I would go to. So it was a big, wide mix of people at this French learning experience. It still goes on today, these courses. I expect my kid will go to a Spanish one next year. He does Spanish in school as his first language choice. I was French. Actually, I was Italian, really, but there was no Italian classes for me to do. I had to teach myself that one, so never mind. Yeah. Euro Languages, it was called, the organization that runs the language camps. And it was really very, very good. There was a guy I met there, and his parents came to visit him one Sunday, and they took him out to the hotel for lunch. It wasn't a time when there were any restaurants, really. This was way back, the 80s. Restaurants, we didn't have those really yet. No. So we went to the hotel for lunch, and he brought me with him. So he must have liked me a lot, I guess. I met his parents. I sat politely and had lunch with them. I don't know who he is. I really don't know who he is. I'd like to see him again. And anybody else from that? Nobody else really, no. It was a great summer. It was a super experience, meeting lots of people, speaking French. I recently had a guy over to visit me. We were talking about finance, and I had invited him over to have a chat with me about something in that regard. And when he came, we had a great chat. It was a lovely afternoon we spent together, and it was only then that I worked out that I thought I had been in school with this guy, But actually, no. I met this guy at French college. So really, I only knew him for a few weeks. I thought I knew him for longer than that. Sometimes you can just meet somebody and you don't have to spend long with them at all, and you're going to have a lifelong relationship. It's easy if you meet the right people and you have the right attitude. Anything is possible. So, yes, I remember playing squash. It's the only time in my life I ever played squash on a squash court. I like that. Tennis is my preferred game, but squash is close enough, you know. So that was good fun. Yeah, that was it. Language college. If you have the opportunity, do it. Up your game on your language skills. Now, today, French would probably be my best language, my strongest one. Although I speak others too. So yeah, so that's it. Languages and romance. Romance and languages, they kind of go together, don't they? Yeah, I think they do. Okay. Thanks for watching. Go teach yourself some language. You can do it on YouTube. There's no problem. It's free. I started to teach myself Norwegian a couple of years back. But I quit. Because why? Because I found out that Norwegian is a language with almost an infinite amount of dialects. And the Norwegian that I was learning is what they speak in the capital city. But once you get outside the capital city, that's not really what they speak at all. So I thought I was going to be able to like go around Norway if I spoke Norwegian, but it seems it's more complicated than that. So it's not always as straightforward. Another language I've been seeking to learn is a Native American language called Ojibwe. And again, this is not something that's easy to find. This is one that is definitely not easy to find resources to learn to speak it. So I only have one friend that speaks it. Actually, I probably have a couple, but certainly not a very common language. So that's it. Thanks.